introduction, I will start to. I need to take a survey. With this self-survey to analyze yourself. All of you open your phone and get a list of how many percentage of apps which are of these companies. Meta, Google, and Microsoft, and your phone's default apps. Roughly, how many percentage of your total apps belongs to these companies?
About 90%.
90.
Welcome, you are all under the matrix. What's the matrix? What's the problem here? What's the matrix means? If these are all proprietary chip companies, which basically means their source is closed. What's the problem with the proprietary chip? Example, these are all monopoly companies which doesn't show publicly the source code or the source which they work. Which cause delay in innovation. If, for example, take a company which is in US, which develop a innovation which is proprietary, which is not open source. Take example, in our country, a company which should start from the base to develop the same innovation. What if it was the innovation was open? The Indian company can continue with the innovation which they build. Other problem with proprietorship is vendor locking, which means if take a monopoly company like Spotify, recently they disabled the feature of skipping songs or playing a specific part from the song. Why it may cause them to lose users, but still why they forced us? It's because they are monopoly. There is no other choice which we trust. With that they implemented the premium subscription as compulsory feature in coming future. Other issue is data privacy. As per Tony said, the hackers can easily hack if data is accumulated in a single server. These companies collect data in the name of personalized ads. This leads to accumulation of data in single server of centralized server in Google or Microsoft or in Meta. Under these companies, which is easy for hackers to hack and accumulate data from single server easily. The other problem is bias. You know, in Twitter, there is a bias of there was a bias politically during the election. In Instagram, there is a bias, racistic bias, that white people content and rich people content is boosted in Instagram. These bias are because of their proprietary and their closed source. We can't confirm that these are in their algorithm because they are closed source. Then what are other issues we face? The most relatable and near example is Facebook's a block of content in Sri Lanka. I guess you all know the civil war and genocide in Sri Lanka. That during that time, every country has banned the LTT troop. Not going politically, that LTT was right or wrong, but the point here is the opinion was to be shared from both sides. The Facebook has banned the content or restricted the content which was posted by Tamil people in Sri Lanka to show their side of opinion. What is there is an alternative, like famous alternative for Facebook on those lines, like which is not centralized as Facebook is. Yes, there is an answer that that is open source and Fediverse. Open source means the source code and the open source doesn't mean that only for source code. It also means for the normal day-to-day life data and everything. For an example, Wikipedia comes under the open source movement. Then I guess you all can understand what open source mean and what open source term really mean in the software field. But Fediverse is not a little bit different from that. Fediverse deals with the social media kind of thing. I guess you all know how internet was invented. The internet was first built by between two colleges in US. That they are not built by two companies or some other proprietorship companies or something which are not under the control of proprietorship. It was built by two colleges which there was a protocol. They built a protocol which all can use the internet to access it. Likewise, the same comes to SMS and voice over internet protocol, calling service or anything else. With an Apple SIM, you can communicate on person using Geo SIM. Till this innovation was like, but why not the social media is not communicating to each other? Like if you post in Twitter, why can't you see in Instagram, or why can't you see in other platforms like Threads or etc. For that, the protocol is missing because the innovation was built by proprietorship companies. But there is a solution, and there is already existing solution to it. That is Fediverse, which follows. Fediverse is post-native word which means federation and universe. This Fediverse this follows a protocol named RTTPub, which means that if you are using like example, if you are using Twitter, if you post a content on Twitter, which you can see on Instagram, which is not implemented in both those apps, but there is an alternative for Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, every other things. Like for Twitter, it's Mastodon, and for Instagram, it's Pixelfit. These apps communicate between them using the protocol named ActivityPub. He's the father of open source movement. He's Richard Stallman. He started it in 1950s. He started with the foundation name Free Software Foundation, and he's a EFF pioneer. EFF means Electronic Frontier Foundation, which awards the electronic thing related to electronic things and technologies and innovations among them, which are legal and which are sensibly right. Like it's mostly awards the open source companies and federation-based companies. He's a pioneer in that. He is currently facing cancer. He's 70. Still, he's working on the FSF Foundation, and he's a programmer and activist in from MIT, US. You may ask, what should I do to escape from this matrix? You should just use the alternatives of the apps you use instead of the proprietary apps like Mastodon, etc. Other thing you can do is contribute. As we all are learning programming, as we are all going to be part of some programming and coding events, we all learn how to code and how to program, how to solve problems. With that, we can contribute. Where to contribute means in GitHub or other platforms which has a feature that we can contribute, and moderators of the company can accept your code, which will build your resume to in that. Other than that is promoting and donating. promoting and donating is nothing but sharing between you, and donating is most of the companies like Signal and Mastodon and PixelFed runs only on donation, not on ads. These are the alternatives which I mentioned. To get this, you can contact me. Here, last part is which includes Fediverse. The Funkwell is music alternative of Spotify, and NewPipe and PeerTuber YouTube alternatives. Any of them is enough. Between you can post a content in Fediverse, which you can see in PeerTube or Mastodon or NewPipe, or even in Funkwell. You can have a single. You may also build a server which we can have an which we can have an instance of that. Instance here is instance here means like a website which has with which we can build a community of members, and you can interact with other communities. Finally, the choice is yours. If you will, you can escape the matrix, or you can stay as ignorance is bliss. If you will, you can escape the matrix, or you can stay as ignorance is bliss. Thank you. I am Hans.